Alrighty, welcome in everybody. I have the chat turned off, so sorry if I don't say hi to people that are filtering in. I plan some okay. Worries. We're diving into game two. I'm gonna turn this chat off as well. Game two of the second round match between me and Kabardi. We just had some scheduling issues yesterday, but we did get the first game in. As you can see, it's a little tough to see on the stream, it looks like, but we ended up in a Evans Gambit declined yesterday. And it looks like we're going to be headed in for a Caro-Kann here in round two. So the score right now is 1-0. Score is 1-0. I was expecting the Caro-Kann. I forget if he played d4 as well. I'd done some research a bit. This is all theory at the moment. We'll see how he wants to continue developing. A lot of people bring their bishop out to b5. Pretty sure like c3, bishop to d3 is also a different answer. I guess someone could play a move like h3 if they wanted to. Bishop out to here. We insert this check first. Obviously, white has to cover with the knight, but the idea behind this check is it makes the c-pawn very awkward. This is actually a bit of an inaccuracy by white when playing the Caro-Kann. If black knows to play this move, queen to a5, makes it difficult in the future for white to get the c-pawn moving, or it kind of forces them to take here on c6, and all of a sudden we have the bishop pair. White obviously could bring the knight back later in the game and play c3, c4, but that's also after they get out of this pin with our queen. What we're looking for now, e6, bishop to d6, knight over to e7, and get castled within the next few moves. We'll see how white responds here. Stream looks good on my end. I'll check in between games to see if you guys have any issues. I know I started up a hair late, or I should say right on time, but without being able to see chat, can't always tell if there's any audio issues or anything of that nature. So we will figure that out later. Kind of spending a lot of time here. I mean, you can just castle. Most people just castle. Some people try to get tricky with ideas of like bishop to d2. Black does have to be careful as the game goes on, especially once this pin's gone. So, castle, bishop to d2. We got to make sure that there's no discovered attacks against our queen, or that our queen can reliably capture the knight if the knight is the one making the discovery. Usually castle, e6, and we could easily see like bishop here, even like bishop here, I guess. All of those are pretty viable. On like something like bishop d2, we can just continue our development. Especially if our bishop's out here, because takes, black does not have this. See, knight to c7 move for bishop. Our opponent did say he plays in Zen mode, so I'm hoping everything's good on his end. Spending a lot of time here on move 7. We're going to have a healthy clock lead going into the middle game. Just waking up from a nap, so hopefully we can continue to play well. Gonna keep things moving. Again, white has a few different options. Classically, white puts a lot of pressure down the E file. That's also one. Bishop coming out to the C file, G file, F file are all viable as well. Say a lot of my preferred Caro-Kann setups, bishop to D6, and then I like this knight to E7. Huh, okay, so it gets out of the pin. So this blunders into, doesn't blunder, but if we go, let's say bishop to D6, he plays knight to E5, we're kind of forced to take the knight. Our knight is hanging, and he's threatening to take twice here on C6. There's also the idea of playing knight to G7, and then on a move, let's say knight to E5. Now we can play a move such as like bishop to F5. Queen. Okay. Kind of tricky. I kind of want to go for this knight to E7, bishop F5 idea, and possibly even long castle. There's one line in the course that I follow that has a long castling option, and usually that's when black or white puts a lot of pressure here on C6. By leaving this bishop here, if white tries to play here, 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 if he tries to go here, we're still defending the G7 pawn. Castle to get out of the pin. Yeah, we got 1 point to play with. Let's we could have also just started with a move such as F5 right out of the bat. That might have been a little bit smoother here as if we played bishop to F5. Where's black's queen going? Let's say it takes a dark square just for giggles. Now we can play the bishop to D6, and if he dives in, we can play knight to E7. That probably would have been a little bit cleaner. This is a little bit more ugly in how it's going to look. So yeah, probably should have played here. Knight to E6, or bishop to D6, knight to E7 would have probably been the appropriate response to this move. Again, we're up a good, healthy amount of time, 3.5 minutes. He does go for this move. We're gonna drop our bishop back. Get white's queen. Yeah, this is definitely, I definitely messed up here with the move order. Should have been here and then here and here. Um, Probably not the worst thing, but I am probably going to have to play like a move such as like f6. Obviously, if I castle long now, I mean the thing is we can play f6 here and just slide the bishop back. This pawn is not hanging because of our bishop. Did white have a take here? I think white had the option to take. And now they don't because I can take back with the queen. So oh my god, that's a mouse slip. I want to be on d6, but all good. We could have also castled long here as well, but I think white could have taken here. P takes, I takes with a forkaroni. Sloppy play, tired. Right now, I guess we're just looking to castle short. Maybe reroute our bishop here to f7. Get our rooks. At least one rook probably on the e file. Maybe use the f file. And start building a pawn mass. Alright, let's just castle out of any shenanigans. Let's say move. Okay. We have a healthy pawn majority here in the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that. We're just going to drop our all these light squares are not for us to be using. Where do we want to be? Queen to b6 puts a little bit of pressure here on d4, but I think they can just develop like this. Kind of want to develop here to help support this pawn push on the e file. I assume white's going to go for some sort of maneuver with their knight. Looking to push e4 or e5. Also defends our dark square. e5. Possibly trying to get some trades and then working with these two half open files on the king side. Also, like black can't or white can't take out their bishop here now, so we're gonna have heavy control over this e5 square. Hey, buddy. Come here.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away. Pistons pumping, minds are racing. It's hard to sleep, man, when I'm shaking. Bad news surrounds me. It's always found me creeping up when things are good. Yeah, the dark days find a way. Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night. child lost in this empty void. The silver moon trembles above my head. The wastelands call, revealing paths ahead. At the road's end, I'm already dead, yet my footsteps echo here instead. Oh, I am dead, but I still walk. On life's road, I've left my mark. Oh, my soul is like the smoke rising beyond this mortal yoke. The final station, somewhere in the mist. Farewell shadows, farewell dreams. At the road's end, I'll meet my demise, but in my song, the anger never dies. Words fade, silenced in my heart like a revolver clenched in my hand. Who dare speak of justice here at all, when darkness takes what one held close? The raven's eyes still follow me, a night mirror for my agony. There's no return, death walks near, yet onward I march, defying fear. Oh, I am dead, but I still walk. On life's road, I've left my mark. Oh, my soul is like the smoke rising beyond this mortal yoke. The final station, somewhere in the mist. Farewell shadows, farewell dreams. At the road's end, I'll meet my demise, but in my song, the anger never dies. Love and revenge, two faces in the mirror. God looks at me, yet still he tarries. Am I a man, or just a dream? Is my life only a shadow unseen? Oh, I am dead, but I still walk. On life's road, I've left my mark. Oh, my soul is like the smoke rising beyond this mortal yoke. The final station, somewhere in the mist. Farewell shadows, farewell dreams. At the road's end, I'll meet my demise, but in my song, the anger never dies.
Jack makes good whiskey. Red dirt makes good riding roads. Country makes good music for kicking up dust in a tail-light glow. Dry wood makes good fires. Good years make good swings. All that's all good, but for me, God makes 5'9" brown eyes and a sundress, looks Tim McGraw and a small town accent. Ain't no way that me and this truck made her fall in love. Jack makes good whiskey, but God makes the good stuff.
Alright, just a quick peek at chat. Jordan, appreciate you guys. Thanks for everyone that joined in. Nice little end of the game there. And I'm going to turn chat back off. So hopefully you guys enjoy game 3. We're 2-0 at the moment. We went into a Evans Gambit declined yesterday. Let's see what our opponent does today. I looked at this game afterwards. I don't remember. Okay, that's one of the more annoying moves, I'll be honest. think I can play castle here, d4. It almost turns into like a Scotch gambit. Alright, this we're just playing off of instinct right now. Knight out, I believe, here. Takes. E push. I guess here, rook over, here, takes. This is a really weird like Scotch gambit now. Most of the time in the Scotch gambit, you'd play bishop to b5. Is there any difference in this variation though? Because this bishop is here. Takes. And I get two pieces, so I don't see why that would be a problem. And we even get to move this bishop out of the way, so we're up one pawn. What else could we have done? I guess we could have played rook over, but probably just helps with his development. We are threatening to take on c6 and win another pawn here. Even if he plays a move such as like bishop to d7, takes. Take with the knight. Probably reinforce it with c3 before attempting an attack on the c6 pawn. Or bishop, I guess that would be there. So the score right now... Get a little bit. Cool, there we go. Slightly interesting move. I'm not sure. I mean, all right, I'm gonna take the knight. Takes there. I mean, I get a tempo on black's queen. We'll take the tempo. We're up 2 pawns, or I guess a piece for a pawn. We're looking to solidify this knight with a move such as c3 or even bishop to b2 could be an option. Play a move such as a3, secure these pawns over on the queen side. Get our rook to the middle of the board. Okay, now I think we play this move. Say check. Takes. Back. I do not know if we care about this rook. I think we can play, we can start with c3 because this is a queen. The queen's not going to sack itself here on b4. You can play a couple moves like this, or even here and then here, if we are worried about this. Let's take. That's not really any sort of threat. Alright, let's start with c3. 2 defenders, 2 attackers.
The way she dances with the raindrops, like she's the reason why they fall from the sky. And I thank him every time I close my eyes. God makes 5'9" brown eyes and a sundress looks Tim McGraw and a small town accent. Ain't no way that me and this truck made her fall in love. Jack makes good whiskey, but God makes the good stuff.
So we just need a draw to technically win this match. We're at 2 points, need 2.5 out of 4 to move on.
God made her, so I'ma make sure he didn't waste an angel on
If we pull up the rapid
5'9" brown
bracket,
and a sundress looks Tim McGraw and a small
so this was the upper bracket.
Ain't no way that me and this truck made her fall in love. Jack makes good
Trying to
whiskey,
see.
but God makes the good stuff. 5'9" brown eyes and
Okay, so we already have our match actually for the next week if we win. Not get too ahead of ourselves.
ain't no way that me and this truck made her fall in love. Jack makes good whiskey, but God makes the good
Ah, that's why I didn't want to play here. I can't take because it drops the bishop.
Yeah, God makes the good stuff. Yeah, God makes the good stuff.
Alright, we'll just play back. We'll give back a pawn. Actually, we're not even giving back a pawn here. Alright, we gotta focus. Gotta focus. Should take. Is there any reason to not take here? Takes. Take. I would love if he took on c3. That would help me tremendously. I saw this a little bit. Coming back, and then we want to tuck it here. I mean, we're threatening to take now on b4. Takes. I assume we're going to get a rook over to one of these files. There she is. If it goes here, we might knight here. That I'm okay giving a pawn back. Drop a piece for a single pawn, and one of his pawns is doubled anyways. Okay. This probably was a better move. Contest the queen. Go again for that idea. Here, rook here, queen here. Takes, takes, takes. And reroute. We got a bit sloppy this game by allowing. Should have played bishop here or bishop here. One of these two moves. Probably bishop here. Didn't mention that when I saw it. Assuming rook over, I want to play queen here. Try to see if I can get a queen trade. Okay, I don't think this is. That lets me out of everything. I think he had to keep chasing my queen. Yeah, now we're completely fine here. We could bring our knight out. I mean, we could push a3. Probably not a3. Let's bring a knight over here. Yeah, this move completely lets me off the hook. I think he had a decent position going into some of that. Like right here, I think, you know, rook over. Maybe I can play queen here. Even if we trade, he takes the pawn. I have to drop my bishop back. He pushes the pawn. It gets really awkward for me in where I want to place my pieces. Now my rooks are connected, my knights are connected. My queen's on a dark square, which can't get attacked unless his queen hits it. He's got doubled pawns. That move doesn't do a lot. And we can in fact just... Where's he going here? This is covered. Oh, what? Okay, yeah, you can't even take with the pawn because I have that. I mean, I'm okay giving this pawn back. He wants the pawn. All yours, brother. I actually can't even take the pawn if, say we trade here. Take. Got checkmate in 2. His rook's hanging right now, technically. Take, free queen. Nice move, nice move. Takes, pawn takes, queen here. I guess we're technically not threatening mate. Really fumbled the bag here, didn't I? Probably completely lost. Oh, nice game to my opponent. C2 is just completely winning. That's kind of disturbing. This game was completely won. Here, queen up, and then he just brings the back. Oh, nice game to my opponent. Nice game. No way I should be losing that game, but that's what happens when you lose concentration. It's like a free pawn. Never gonna say no to that. Over here. Knight here first before b5.
It's been a wreck, mean week. 60 plus from dawn to dusk in the red dirt heat. Busting it up for a couple of bucks, but it ain't no thing. Just another day till I'm on my way to them cool, cool sheets. And you and me working on the night shift, baby. Dying for your touch like crazy. Racking up the overtime hours, loving how we're working on the night shift, baby. Gonna rock it right, no need to talk. I know what you want and what you like, 'cause I do too. Yeah, I love how you leave on the lights. Not a thing between you and me, and it feels so nice when you and I are working on the night shift, baby. Dying for your touch like crazy. Racking up the overtime hours, loving how we're working on the night shift, baby.
Come here, buds. Oh.
But who needs sleep when you're working on the night shift, baby? Dying for your touch like crazy. Racking up the overtime hours, loving how we're working on the night shift, baby.
Lay down, brother. Lay down. Good boy. Goody.
Like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye tail lights, headed west to anywhere this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Yeah, I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you. Sat down on a bar stool like a darn fool, 'cause she walked out again. Bartender said I got you.
Uh,
I too have been in your boots, my friend. Opened up back in '85. Got me
take
over my first wife.
over again, I guess.
Staying busy since the first night. It's a story old as time. God made the world in 7 short days. He said it was good. I bet it was great. Then God made a man, and man got lonely. He said, please, Lord, if I could only.
Are these 3 pawns not good enough to win the game here? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. We'll take that rook if he decides to drop it over. Tired. Alrighty, let's see if we can convert this pawn up advantage. Catalan brought out by my opponents. We played the triangle system. We take the extra pawn and we hold on for dear life. I am pretty new to the triangle system, I would say within the last month. So I have not seen a lot of these types of endgames. How many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. Nice little move here, supporting some knight jumps. Kind of want to play rook to c8, defends the pawn. Possibly gets it ready to continue on its journey. Man, I really just want to have pieces off the board with this 3 pawns flying down the queen side. c8, knight to b6. c5. Guess he can take the pawn after that. Play here. What's taken away from this rook? These squares are all taken away. Technically taken away. Have here and here. So back. Rook. I assume rook there. Play rook back. Rook back. Wanted to say queen here, but then he has takes. Huh. Holy shit, man. What the fuck, Kevin? Oh man, what a fucking collapse. 2 games in a row for no apparent reason. No freaking reason. Wow, that's disgusting, man. Alright, what up, chat? Sorry, I got quiet there a little bit. Kabudiri, he put on a great sweat, man. Freaking games 3 and 4. Yeah, he found some great moves. We'll do a quick little look at this game. We had a pan off. Six right away. Okay. It's fine. This move is definitely a little bit strange. Completely fine moves. This reinforces our center. It allows us to play g6 in the future and really put a lot of pressure here on d4. We've already equalized in the position. Move 7. And I went for the pawn, which the computer thinks I can take. We have enough pieces defending d5. Again, thank you everyone for stopped in for the stream today. We had to go to Blitz, so I mean we ended up getting 5 games in. Do a quick peek here at this chart, this Blitz game. And my opponent just blundered a few pieces in that game. We'll take a look at some of the other matches. I think that we had mate in 1. I'm not sure why I played other move. So I was expecting it takes pawn takes and then having to weasel my way into g7. Should be completely winning. Take a look at the tail of the tape. 4. Castle there.